Sit down and shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the trailer.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
On a remote island, Dr. Moreau's final experiment crossed the line between man and beast. Now, it's out of control, and only one man can stop it.
They all have implants. It's how we shock them into submission.
Marlon Brando, Val Kilmer, David Thewlis.
There's no way off the island.
The Island of Dr. Moreau, directed by John Frankenheimer. Rated PG-13, starts Friday.
Welcome to another installment of the Screen Squad podcast. On the podcast today, on the panel, like always, I'm Vinny.
I'm Ozzy.
And Edgar.
And we are going to be talking about 1996's
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Rated R. I thought it was rated R. It's rated PG-13.
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
With Marlon Brando, Val Kilmer, like as said, Django Fett is in it. Ron Perlman.
Django's in it?
Django's in it?
Django Fett. He plays the dog son. The one that the one that gives him the guns. It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. This movie's makeup is real bad. I didn't like
rough.
it.
Yeah.
I did not. I was like, this is Stan Winston.
Yeah.
I was like, this
know
is
that.
like real like garbage.
It's like they said, all right, we gave you a budget.
But he had just done like Jurassic Park at that time, right? Right before they did all those dinosaurs, and then they go to something like this.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, see, I get the rough look because it's they're experimenting on them, so things get patchy.
Yeah, but
I get
it looks like if an amateur's buying Halloween prosthetics and just putting them on themselves.
Damn,
Like it just doesn't look good.
damn, that's cold.
This
What's up,
movie
bro?
was a box office failure. This movie
It's a little rough to watch.
was hated by the critics. It's one of the worst films of that year. And it's a movie that was marred by so many issues from the beginning. So much so that they even have that documentary. What was that documentary called again? I already forgot.
Lost Souls?
Uh-huh.
Lost Souls, yeah.
Yeah, so this is an interesting movie to talk about because it is
very
very
interesting documentary, too, because everybody trashes everybody.
Yeah, and it's like a documentary of a movie that's not good. Like normally you want to watch a documentary of, hey, I want to see how they made this movie because it's it's good. I want to see how they did it. This one is like you want to see the train wreck. Like let me find out what happened because from the beginning of this movie, it just doesn't. The whole movie didn't sit well. Like the whole thing, it felt like everything was off about it.
We're fighting in a raft.
Not just that. I understand that, like that beginning portion, but like as soon as the story starts off with him getting picked up by Val Kilmer by Montgomery, Edward getting picked up by Montgomery, and then taken to the island,
Oh, you're a doctor.
and then instantly like the quick switch to it's just like it just
he goes
moves
from
too
normal
fast.
to crazy.
There's so much emptiness in the movie. I feel like if at one point it was originally going to be done a different way, there it might have been a better story because it's based off of an H.G. Wells book, like a story by H.G. Wells, and it's just really poorly done, and it was done before with what's his name, Basil Exposition from
I can't talk about
yeah, I don't remember his name off the top of my
I
head.
never will.
But Basil was in the original, right? In the other one, in the other making. That one was better. That one was better, and Michael York, and that makeup is better in that movie than this one. I feel I don't know if it was like a budget restraint
The
or
worst part is that throws the makeup from that one throws off the movie a little bit because it's not that great.
Yeah, but it's better than this one.
Yeah.
I think I didn't
There's
know
the other one, the Bela Lugosi one, Island of Lost Souls. That's also Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah, but again, like this movie, I think compared to at least the one with Michael York, the Michael York one, story wise, is a bit better. This one is just all over the place. Like it feels like a lot was cut from the story just to make it fit in the hour and 45 minutes. and it's just like it's really just lacking. This whole movie is just
How
lacking.
much of it do you think is editing?
I mean, they have a director's cut. It's only 4 more minutes of the movie.
Oh, that's weak.
Yeah, it's only 4 more minutes. But it's just not it's a horrible movie. And
It's just because Brando and Kilmer weren't getting along.
no
the
one
the
was really
time of
getting
the filming,
along.
yeah.
So originally it was supposed to be Bruce Willis and James Woods in those roles. And it was always going to be Marlon Brando. Well, actually no. It was supposed to be some he was the other grandfather in Beer Fest.
Donald Sutherland?
No, that's Popo. The other one, the mean one, the bad guy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Grandpapa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the doctor. He was supposed to
Is
be
it
Moreau.
Umpapa?
Whatever. He was supposed to. What's his name? I already forgot, but he was supposed to be Moreau. Let's see.
But if you get Brando because he goes up to you and says, I love you. I'm going to make you into a nice little animal.
Jürgen Prochnow.
Pierogi?
Prochnow. That's his name. This guy. Grandpapa.
No, I know. I can visualize who he is.
he was supposed to be. He was also in Beverly Hills Cop too. He was supposed to be Dr. Moreau. He was supposed to be Dr. Moreau, but New Line pushed for Marlon Brando.
They want bigger names, so I told him I'll be a bigger name.
No, and then the problem with that is that Marlon Brando didn't even. He, for one, this is the one where everyone hears that he had an earpiece, so his assistant can give him the lines because he didn't bother learning the lines.
Because I don't read.
No one can
never
see
learned
what
his
you're
lines.
doing.
I don't read scripts. Scripts read me.
He never memorized any lines in any of his movies. Like even in The Godfather, people are holding up cue cards.
Yeah, see, but this one he had the earpiece and his assistant was giving him the lines right before. Originally it was supposed to be James Woods as Montgomery and Bruce Willis as a different Edward. He was going to be a UN
I can
officer.
I can totally see James Woods in that.
Yeah, and then
That would have been good.
And then what happened is that
But it would have been vampires.
that's a good movie.
But his
Don't
his,
shit on that one. It's a
Oh no,
good
I can't.
movie.
I
Vampires
love
is a
that
good
movie. But it's like it gets kind of a semi. So you got the James Woods in that movie. Put him in this movie as Montgomery. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like the way he comes up.
Yeah, and
Speed
so,
talking.
so really what happened is, first off, Bruce Willis got
Really already?
you keep interrupting. Is there a reason?
No.
Okay, then shut the fuck up. So originally Bruce Willis was supposed to be Edward, right? But he was getting divorced from Demi Moore at the time. He ended up having to drop out. They got Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer was originally going to be the main guy, Edward, but he was, I guess, so notoriously hard to work with and he wanted to work 40% less days. He was fighting for that, so they were like, okay, well, we'll just make you Montgomery, which ended up kicking James Woods out. That's what happened, and then they brought in Rob Morrow to play Edward, and he didn't get along with Val Kilmer. I guess Val Kilmer was known for bullying or whatever. As soon as he came in, he left. Then they brought in Professor Lupin from Harry Potter. David Thewlis, however you pronounce his name. That guy. They brought in Professor Lupin. This it's already complicated. You see how it goes in this movie? And then 3 days into shooting the movie, after he did all the location scouts, they fired the director. New Line fires the director and then brings in another guy.
Because of Kilmer, right?
Because of, a couple things. Because he couldn't keep Val Kilmer in check. He was already having issues with the location, and he was kind of a
dick.
No, the director was quiet. He was a quieter type of man. So when he got pulled into the Hollywood system and they started bullying him, he broke down. And so they ended up replacing him with John Frankenheimer.
I wonder if he's the one that, because if you watch the documentary Lost Souls, I watched it a while back.
He's in the documentary.
Yeah. But I think he puts on makeup and is one of the monsters that's walking around he never left. He'd stayed behind and watched the finishing of the movie. Like
a bastardization of the movie here, because it wasn't the same movie that he he had
No.
envisioned. Because the reason why, because they were going to replace him originally with Roman Polanski, but he became friends with he explained to Marlon Brando the story and his vision for it, and Marlon Brando was like, no, yeah, I get it, and Marlon Brando fought to keep him, and they were homies. But then halfway through, like at the very beginning of the movie when they started filming, Marlon Brando's daughter ended up killing herself, committing suicide, and so he disappeared. He'll have the issues with Val Kilmer. Now the film company, now New Line is fighting him about it, and he doesn't have the guy in his corner. He doesn't have Marlon Brando anymore, so he ended up losing that fight, and he ended up being
Polanski?
replaced. No. He got to keep it. He got to keep the directing position because of Marlon Brando. Richard Stanley, he got to keep it because of Marlon Brando. But after everything happened, once they started filming the movie, and New Line stepping in and fighting the director on it, he ended up losing it. That's why he got replaced by John Frankenheimer.
So wait, what happened to Polanski?
He didn't get the job.
Oh,
Yeah, so he was going to.
There was no minors
Yeah.
for him to work with.
I mean, it's sad that doing that, but good joke. Good joke.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So all that was happening literally 3 days into shooting the movie. 3 days, then he gets replaced. He gets replaced, and then you have this horror. Then it's just a bad movie. It's a movie that goes too fast, that doesn't really have any character development. Special effects are real bad.
CGI. Oh,
The
my
CGI is horrible. Whatever those rat creatures are in the boat.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude. When is the leopard Leo something, whatever, the guy Mark DeCascos plays him. What's his name?
You mean the chairman?
À la cuisine.
Yeah.
The crow?
What is his? No, yeah, the crow, the TV crow, Lomai, which is a leopard hybrid, right? Leopard hybrid. That's played by Mark DeCascos. You have Ron Perlman playing the goat. You have some dude. I still have no idea who he is playing the
Which
hyena.
goat? The blind one?
Yeah, the blind goat.
That's
That's Ron Perlman.
Oh,
That's Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman loves to do makeup movies.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah, and and then you have Jango Fett playing one of they're all technically Moreau. He says they're all his kids. So the whole point,
So he fucked a bunch of goats.
well, there's other animals in there too, but but okay. So the whole story of the movie, in a nutshell, is there's at the beginning, Edward is stranded at sea. He gets picked up by Montgomery because Montgomery's bringing livestock, because that's because Moreau breeds human hybrids, or he he gives more human traits to animals. I think that's what happens. It's not really explained whether he does he experiment on animals and they become human, or is it human that he mixes with animals? You don't.
I think he mixes both, but he's got to keep giving them a serum because if not, they revert back to animals.
To the
Something like
animal.
that.
Something either that or just mentality. They just revert back to
And then
animal
they
mentality.
even with
No, remember
with
because the
Edward.
daughter's like changing back.
She's becoming a
Or-
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so stupid. So
Yo,
So beautiful.
yeah.
you're one of my successes.
And then so you have
With the
Moreau.
ice bucket on his head.
Yeah, so you have
I don't feel quite good. Fill me up more.
so you have then you have Edward now on the island with Montgomery, and then Montgomery locks him into his room all just randomly. He's like, "It's for your own safety" or whatever. And then then Edward breaks out, sees that animal giving birth to a human animal hybrid, right? Then he pretty much discovers everybody, and then the daughter, which I already forgot her name because it was a forgettable character.
Fruzabal?
Yeah. Bobby Boucher's girlfriend.
Oh, that is her, huh?
Yeah. So
What
she's
is it? Aisa? Aisa?
is that her name in the movie? I have no idea. Again, it was all these characters are throwaway other than Montgomery and Edward and Moreau. That's it.
It's Vicky Valancourt.
So you have she helps him out. She takes him to Ron Perlman. He kind of explains that like he keeps the peace or whatever. He is like the blind goat that he's their spiritual leader,
keeper or something like
something like that. The sayer. I don't know.
There's a couple
man.
scenes where he's not wearing any makeup. They just kind of put a
That's
wig on him.
yeah, that's just Ron Perlman's face. And then from there, all hell breaks loose. You learn that you finally see the South Park version of Marlon Brando. Right? You see him. He's peaceful. He's a peaceful man. He doesn't believe in killing. He doesn't want to kill. He's essentially making. He says that he makes these human hybrids in hopes of getting rid of violence because he doesn't like violence. That's his thing.
But he has a chip in him that actually.
But he has a chip in them because they regress to animal like states or whatever, so that they don't. Yeah, so he can control them, and then he explains all this. Then the next day, you find out that one of the rabbits that Val Kilmer brought was killed by the leopard, and so they hold the court, and Jango Fett ends up killing the leopard, and that just sets the triggers in motion.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, sets it all in motion.
Protect you.
Yeah, sets everything in motion, and now you have the hyena, who I have no idea who plays that. I don't know I don't know who this guy is. I know I see the name, but I've never seen the name in the movie before. But he now wants to take over, and when he visits the burned remains of the leopard, he sees the chip and instantly rips his own chip out and then starts the revolution to take over. He wants to be free. He doesn't want to be held by the constraints. And then all of a sudden they show up and Moreau's playing the piano for him, and then it's just a real weird movie. It's and not weird in a good way. It's just weird in the way it's paced. It's just really weird in the way it's paced. And then they all kill Moreau, which was like, oh, you guys killed the biggest name in the movie, or the biggest actor at that in that movie.
Physically?
Yeah, literally. In that movie.
Didn't Dom DeLuise die before that?
Maybe.
Probably. You go.
But Marlon Brando wasn't English, right?
No.
He sounded at times.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the movie, he sounded like he had an English.
He's a man of 1,000 voices. That was his shtick. The fact that they would put him in anything.
This one,
and then
they go from this to like, I'm gonna be the man.
that's the same voice.
Except I don't have that here.
But
You see, I kind of speak from my mid throat, and then my back throat, and then my lower
He
throat.
used to play almost everything. So
That's the same voice.
No shit. But I'm saying it's like.
I bet you he used that same voice in Last Tango in Paris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you cut your fingers so you can show your fingers in my ass.
Wasn't he from like Jersey or something? Because I know he's from East Coast.
Yeah, I think so.
But why did in the movie he sounded like he was from Europe? Like he sounded English.
I
But
thought he was
whatever.
from Krypton.
The points. Come on, my son. You know? No, but and then just it's like, and then from there it's like all hell breaks loose. The only thing I thought was really funny was when Val Kilmer is Montgomery when he goes nuts and he's mocking and he's doing the voice. I thought that was funny.
Throwing the
and you know that was just
And he stands up.
yeah.
that was a fuck you to Martin.
Yeah,
Brando.
you know that's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
I think there's an interview where he actually basically said, they said just make fun of him. Like who? Fuck it.
Yeah, like it, and then it's just, and then from there Montgomery all of a sudden just randomly just gets killed by Jango Fett. Django kills he kills Val. He kills Montgomery.
Hey, wait, sorry.
And then
how did Martin Brando's daughter die
in the
She
movie?
got
in real life?
Oh,
In real life? I thought she was still alive, no?
no,
Didn't she die? That's why he walked away from the movie for a bit.
For a bit, he went to his private
Oh,
island.
his daughter.
His real life daughter. I don't know.
It was after her brother killed her boyfriend. Remember, there was some kind of
when he went stupid drunk and went to jail for that.
Michael Jackson's friend?
I think he OD'd too.
Michael Jackson's friend? Or the other Marlon Brando? Just son. How many sons does Marlon Brando have?
I think he only had one.
But wasn't he friends with Michael Jackson?
I think Marlon
think so,
Brando
yeah.
was
No, but
friends
Marlon
with
Brando's son is in Moonwalker. He was part of Michael Jackson's entourage.
Oh,
Huh. Which part?
that I don't know.
In Bad, when they're doing Bad as kids and they come out as adults, one of those guys is Marlon Brando's son.
I know it.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. But in the but see, it just goes from there, and then from there, it's like it literally just scene to scene. There's nothing in between, like explaining anything. It feels like it's been only a day since Edward shows up to the island and all hell breaks loose. That's what it feels like. There's really no time span. It doesn't feel like there's a real time span in the movie. It's just a one day, and then he just tries to escape. You know, the daughter is trying to help him escape too. After everything, all hell breaks loose. She's reverting, and then, but before actually, one thing I forgot to say is that before Moreau tells Moreau tells him that he's almost close to solving it so that they don't regress and they keep their human forms, or stay a little bit more human like his daughter is, and then
And the whole purpose of the was for people not to be evil anymore, right?
yeah, to get rid of violence.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get rid of violence, and that's why he wanted to do it.
That explains the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, and then when Edward finally goes to when he gets picked up, the daughter tells Edward that there's a serum that can cure her regression, and when he goes to the lab, he sees that there was a vial with his name on it, and I guess that they took some they took some stuff from Douglas, and that's the cure that they were going to use to stop regression, to completely stop it, not just slow it down. But Montgomery went nuts and he destroyed everything, and then the hyena, because again they're all still technically animals. They're just starting to revert, becoming more violent. But then it becomes the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes, where they're holding guns.
Yeah.
And don't know how to shoot.
And yeah, and I'm like, and then they're making the like all the animal sounds. I'm like, oh god, I was like, this movie is not good, not good at all. And then Edward tricks the hyena by telling him, if you're gonna be God, there can't be other gods. Who's number one god? And that causes the hyena to kill everyone on his team.
That was pretty easy, by the way.
Yeah, because they're not smart. Ultimately, they're not
smart.
And then the rest of the animals turn on him. Turn on Hyena Swine. Apparently that's his name, Hyena Swine.
Yeah, I couldn't find a picture of that guy. That guy was I think he was in one of the Planet of the Apes movies too.
The original or the Tim Burton?
I don't know. The
Probably
only other
Tim
pictures
Burton.
I found was like him as an ape.
But at least the Tim Burton one was a lot fun. It had Paul Giamatti as an orangutan. Get that
And Mark
orangutan
Wahlberg.
ass, homie.
Orangutan.
Orangutan.
Marky Mark.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it's the bad Tim Burton movie, but
I
it's
like
not
the
a bad movie.
I like the original better though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But I mean,
Get your damn hands off me, you damn dirty apes.
and then in the other one, it's
that Marlon Brando?
and then in the Tim Burton one, it's Michael Clark Duncan that says, "Get your hands off me, you damn dirty human." But it's an enjoyable movie. What was that?
It's a cricket.
Yeah. And then ultimately Edward tricks the hyena. They turn their back on him, and he was like, I'm just gonna leave now. And then on his way out, he's like, I'll never forget this, and now this is it'll always be part of me, and now humans will always live in fear.
Because he has a scar in his forearm. He knows. Damn. Did you notice his canines?
Yeah,
Well, was he turning?
probably. Again, none of this was really explained.
I don't think he was turning.
None of it was really explained. But they were using his DNA to stop regression. So I'm sure they probably infected him. Maybe, I don't know. None of it was really explained. It's just I want to see the documentary just because of the fact that this movie was a big, enormous
Shit show.
Yes, a big
Yeah.
one. And
All kinds of stuff happened. All kinds of stuff.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind
There
now.
was a storm. I think there was a huge storm.
Yeah,
too,
because at the location there was all kinds.
Yeah.
Just this whole thing was marred with issues from the beginning. From the beginning.
Brando and Kilmer were acting like kids. I know that they had to cancel one day of shooting because neither one wanted to get out of their trailer.
And then Marlon Brando, after the family issue, he went into hiding to his private island. And they didn't even know he was going to come back, and that was mid-production.
Yeah.
And then the whole.
I wonder how much money was spent to make this movie at the time. I mean, it had to be a lot because Brando ain't cheap.
No.
It was a budget of $40 million.
Yeah.
It
Pl-
made
plus,
$49 million.
I think Brando wasn't really much liked in that time, so I'm sure he wasn't making that much money. They weren't going to pay him that much.
Yeah, originally it was well, apparently after they brought in the new director, the budget ballooned up to 70 million.
God damn.
70 million, and you still have real bad makeup by Stan Winston. This whole movie was, I'm telling you, this movie is garbage.
No, because if you're gonna do something like that, you get Rick Baker.
Even then, Stan Winston does good makeup. He did good makeup. Him and Rick Baker were at the time like the pinnacles, and KGB or whatever, KNB or whatever. The guy
the Russians.
The guy who does The Walking Dead. He does The Walking Dead now.
You know what I could? All I can remember right now is
Nicotero.
Yeah, Greg Nicotero. Like his team. Yeah, Stan Winston, and you had Rick Baker's team. Those were the go-tos for high quality makeup. But Stan Winston's this one was just real bad. Tom
Sex
Savini.
Machine?
Hey, remember?
I don't think he was like doing much at that time.
Who?
He's
Tom
always been
Savini?
doing stuff.
But I don't think he was.
But
But I don't think I don't think he was doing big budget movies.
Yeah, I think Sex Machine wasn't doing that much.
I don't think he was doing. I think the go-to for big budgets was always Rick Baker, Stan Winston, and the Greg Nicotero one.
Savini has a school in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, I think.
That's awesome.
Dope.
Yeah.
You should attend it.
should.
Audit a class.
He shows up every day just wearing the same leather jacket.
Yeah, and the gun, and the penis gun.
I
Oh, you're
watched
not
the
gonna
thing
pay your
on
bills?
YouTube about it.
Uh-huh.
I like his house too. There's a tour of his house. It's really nice.
Yeah, but
It's all fake.
This,
It's all fake.
I'm telling you, for the amount of money they spent on this movie,
Especially back then.
Yeah.
Not even now.
yeah, because I'll grant it the CGI, right? But this is Masters of the Universe quality CGI.
No.
This is like PlayStation 1 quality CGI.
I'll give you that.
It's just
Yeah, it's bad.
It's real bad. The makeup is bad. The CGI is bad. The story's bad.
It's definitely bad.
The pacing is bad. It's not. It's not a good.
I don't mind the performances though.
No,
Even,
see, Val Kilmer's performance is good for a little time he's on the
Especially
screen.
Because he plays
yeah.
crazy, pretty darn good.
Yeah,
Brando does too. Brando, I thought Brando was good in it.
but
I
see, the thing is, Brando wasn't playing crazy.
He played, like a serious.
He was playing a soft-spoken doctor.
someone who actually believed his stuff,
Yeah,
which was what he needed.
and
to
then
be.
David, he Lupin, Professor Lupin, he wasn't given much. He wasn't given much. If you think about it, realistically, there's not a lot of lines that they really have. This movie is not a lot of speaking. It's a lot of grunting. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just the movie. Everything as a whole, story, special effects, pacing, directing, the story. It's just not there. None of it's there for this movie. They should now, because it's been such a long time, redo it.
And use Val Kilmer as
No,
Brando?
no, because he can't speak. Val Kilmer really can't speak anymore.
No, because that would be like the fourth, fifth time that they make that movie.
Yeah, but do it right.
Too much
No,
already.
because you'd have to do it right.
Well, no.
do it closer to the book,
A Star is Born's been made so many times.
and it's the same movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the original.
Which one?
The original.
That doesn't help. Which one?
Not the Judy Garland one. The one before that.
Oh, I don't know. I still haven't seen the Gaga one.
I like that one.
Oh, you haven't?
No, it doesn't call my attention.
I like it.
If it's the same movie as the Chris Christopherson one, I don't want to watch it.
It is.
I like the
It is.
Chris Christopher one.
So I will not watch
I
it.
like Chris Christopherson though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll just watch that one.
I just think that that song at the end that she sings at the you know what I'm talking about, right? Edgar?
Who?
Which one?
The one that
Which
Gaga
version?
sings?
Oh, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Yeah, the I forgot what it's called, but
Oh, that she sings to the.
the ballad
her
at the end
husband?
that
Yeah.
he wrote right there. That sounds a lot like a song from Bodyguard.
I will always love you.
Maybe.
No, God, it's
I have nothing. I'm every woman. No.
Yeah, see, I don't like it because it's.
think I have.
I feel like she's responsible for her husband's death in that one. Like she pushes him.
In the Lady
to-
Gaga one?
Yeah, like she pushes him to kill himself. Whereas in the 1937 one, the wife is trying to help the husband, and he kills himself anyway. But she's trying to help him.
I still will. I'll just watch the. I'll watch the Barbara Streisand, Chris Christopherson. I'm cool with that one. I don't need to.
What
I
about
don't need
Judy
to watch it.
Garland?
I don't need to watch the same. Like anything after that, I don't need to watch it because it's the same movie. If it's the same movie, I'm not gonna watch it. But again, if they remake this one, they can remake it better and give characters more stuff to do.
What about
like
stories like Dracula? Those are
hey,
always
fuck
being
you,
redone.
fuck you. Number
Always
one.
redone, so I'm
yes,
saying,
but
like-
they're all different.
They're all trying to catch up to the master, the Bela Lugosi one.
The Francis Ford Coppola one is very different. It has
I like that
it has
one.
horrible performances by Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves.
You leave
but they're,
Keanu out of
but they're
this.
so good. They're horrible but good performances.
They're horribly bad.
They're horribly
Yeah,
good.
Oldman is good in that.
Yeah, he's really
Oldman's
good.
awesome.
And in his interviews for that movie, or like in the behind the scenes,
Why are
he
you
was on drugs.
Why are you pointing at me?
I'm just saying, I'm passionate about that. That's a good movie. Not the Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is all in the same universe. I will not watch that one
Again.
Did you hear that Ryan Gosling is pitching a Wolfman movie?
That'd be dope.
That he wants to be the Wolfman? He's pitching it. Like
I don't know if I'm
with
liking Ryan
Blumhouse.
Gosling. And you said Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I thought you were talking Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan
You
Reynolds.
leave Ryan Reynolds out of this.
That man's a national treasure in Canada.
I finally watched the Pikachu movie,
That's a good movie.
That's a damn
and I
good
was
movie.
like, it was a good movie, but I was like, that's
A G-rated Deadpool.
Deadpool.
A G-rated
yeah,
Deadpool.
it's
Yeah.
Deadpool.
yeah.
And then I was thinking about it, and all the other movies I've seen with Ryan Reynolds, he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's called Being De Niro.
Yeah.
Being Pacino. Well,
Punching like an old man.
Well, Pacino. God, I fucking hate the Irishman.
Punching like an old man when you're 20.
Like you
I
don't
see
even
that.
connect. What the
He's
hell?
still playing Frankenstein in that movie.
Yeah. Ugh.
you. I need you. Monster fire.
Dude, that sounded like Christopher Walken all of a sudden. Why did he go from Robert De Niro to Christopher
The transition was
Walken?
awkward.
Yeah,
Transition was awkward.
Yeah, it's not good.
you got to do a Al Pacino, Christopher Walken, and De Niro mix.
But again, if you're gonna talk about Dracula,
Hybrid.
the Mexican one is better. The better Dracula.
Which one?
The Mexican Dracula that they filmed along at the same time as
Wait, Chiqui Dracula?
Dracula.
Chiqui Dracula.
Yeah. No, but the movie you have with you have the Bela Lugosi, but then they had the one that they filmed alongside it, which is with the Mexican actors using the same sets and everything. That's a better movie.
The one they filmed in the
With
middle
Tintan?
of the night.
In the middle of the night, yeah. When Tintan.
Mira, ya se fueron. Dejaron las
That's bad
cámaras y
Spanish.
todo.
Cantinflas.
Canonfless.
No, but again, I think they
With
could.
Tintan
I think
and
they can.
Tuntun?
I think they can I think they can really remake the Island of Dr. Moreau, make it a lot closer to the story in the book.
Who would you
And then-
cast?
No, I don't want to talk about casting. I just said they should make it. Right? They should, because with the technology they have now, and you don't get Stan Winston's team. You even if you don't give it that big of a budget. With what's available now, they can do better makeup with cheaper a cheaper budget.
Yeah.
But honestly, who would you cast
As
You
what?
should do
as
Marlon Brando's part.
as Moreau? Fuck you, by the way. I know that was a fat joke.
Yeah, it's true.
No,
Fat-
it's just
fat,
because of the voice.
Bald.
Fat, bald, unemployed.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's you.
No, the voice. I was talking about the voice.
But no, I mean, who would you cast as
If they
the doctor?
if they brought Marlon Brando back in Superman Returns,
They can bring it back.
they can bring him back in Island of Dr. Moreau just as a floating head.
He'd be the voice of the little the little.
And that's
thingy.
another thing. Like
The mini-me?
this movie had ended up being so bad that South Park used the Marlon Brando character
With the little mini-me.
with the little mini baby, whatever it is.
Hey,
that
but
was
he
weird.
Had the best makeup.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, when he was naked at one point.
Yeah, at the part where they were giving them quaaludes and hash, and they were drugging all the animals.
They literally just dipped the dude in like some paraffin wax. Said, "All right, stand here."
It was one of those. It was one of those hand wax, like at, like Universal when you used to get your hand wax statue.
Yeah, I remember doing those.
It's one of those. They just dipped his body in there.
I remember.
But that's
working
pretty
that.
much what it was. But they had a big butt though.
Huh?
What?
What?
Usually guys like those.
Look at it. The way they did the makeup,
Yeah,
they gave him a
he's
big
awkward.
butt.
Yeah, but he's physically like that though.
Yeah, but it was. I mean,
It-
I
was he-
thought it was a sweet little.
Dude.
Yeah, because they didn't make him evil. He wanted a handshake. He was my favorite character. That's it. Like done.
He was still there at the
And
end.
they gave him a nude scene, and it's still rated PG-13. It's awkward.
He's standing there, his arms don't move.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Like,
Someone
get
just
me outta here.
they just like kidnapped them, duct
Yeah.
taped them, and just said,
dipped them in wax. Dipped them in wax.
Don't you say a goddamn word.
No, but I think you could. I think you know what? Get Robert De Niro to play Dr. Moreau.
Nah, no, that'd be horrible.
Terry Crews. No, I think I would see like maybe in the Edward role, but because you could write Edward's role in it pretty much anyway. I would give it to like Daniel Radcliffe or something. Give it like a small dude, and then give the Montgomery role to someone that has to be like Hulk, like bulky, but yet can play off like crazy and deranged.
Oh, you mean Ryan Reynolds?
No, not Ryan Reynolds. I
Or
would want. I would.
anybody
You
named
know,
Ryan,
no.
basically.
You know who I would see? Because The Rock plays a pretty good bad guy.
I
Like you gotta give him more things to be a bad guy in.
don't know. Did you see Doom?
He was a good bad guy. He was a good bad guy in a bad movie.
So you know who I'd get as a doctor? Remember Waiting with Ryan Reynolds and stuff? Yeah. Hey, Ryan Reynolds, the dishwasher.
No. Well, maybe
As Moreau?
because Moreau doesn't have to do anything to be evil because he's not really evil. He believes in peace. So maybe.
Well, there you go, Luis Guzman.
There you go. Just have him come on. It's so veiny.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything else. I like that guy.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
think
there's-
Luis Guzman's cool as hell.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's many people that I think I would cast, but I think definitely it's good enough to make it's good enough to try to make another movie. It's over 20 years already. It's 20.
Fuck already.
Yeah, it's 24 years ago.
Yeah,
With technology
96.
now and you a better script and a better director. I mean, even if you were to get
Ooh, Shane Black.
not Shane Black, but if you were to get Andy Serkis.
And it shouldn't be anything though. He can be.
No, I'm saying to
anything.
direct it. To direct the movie and then do the motion capture for it. Use the motion capture technology. Use the same thing they did for Planet of the Apes.
King Kong, Rampage.
No, but I think it was better utilized in the Planet of the Apes movies because
He was awesome in that.
because they looked real good. Like the
For a while, there was
they
a
looked real.
There was
They
a
looked
petition,
really real.
There was a petition out there saying that dude needs a fucking Oscar for this
Yeah.
shit, for all the stuff he does.
Yeah, not just special effects because motion
Especially
capture.
13 going on 30.
Yeah, doing the Thriller dance for sure. No, but it goes a lot into because it's he's doing a performance.
I watched a lot of crap. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, whatever.
I haven't.
I don't believe you
I know who's in it. I don't know
because you've seen it.
You know you've seen it.
No, I've seen the trailer and I've seen the guy for with Jeffrey
So-
Gardner and
so-
Mark Ruffalo.
So can you stop being such a lying ass bitch? And
I haven't seen it.
I know you've seen it.
Haven't seen it.
100% you've seen it.
Have not seen it.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo's in it, and then I bet you he's gonna say somebody that like is not even credited, but yet I was like, oh, I know they're in it because you've seen it.
I have not. It's one of the few movies I haven't seen.
Bullshit.
No, I haven't.
Liar.
It's not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. But okay,
preferred
but
17 again.
because Dylan Dr. Moreau is such a train wreck. It's one of those movies that you should watch once, but I definitely want to see that documentary. I want to see the documentary because it's interesting. You want to see the train wreck happen. You want to see how it happened, and you want to hear people firsthand accounts of what happened. Because just so much happened in the span of 3 days, or leading up to like the third day of filming the movie before the director and everything got changed. It's definitely a story to listen to or to find out more about.
I wonder if Fruza Balk's character, I wonder if she had like a bunch of nipples like on her.
Well, when they show the animal hybrid giving birth, she has a bunch of boobs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm sure.
But she was more involved than the others.
I mean,
were. That's why I figured,
But if
either
you want to
they're
know
gone-
about that, I mean, technically, you could just watch Rob Schneider's The Animal.
Oh, God damn it! God damn it!
Well, that's gonna be it for the Island of Dr. Moreau.
What a Moreau.
Again, it's not a good movie to watch, but it's a good story to hear about because of everything that happened behind the scenes. This
you
is
gotta watch the documentary.
yeah, it's
too.
definitely something you like.
It's interestingly bad.
Yeah. It's just what happened. It makes you interested in the movie.
What happened in the movie stays in the movie, right?
Yeah, definitely because that movie's garbage. But again, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe. This has been Vinny.
Sazi.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.